Sagittarius, welcome to your tarot card reading today. Let's get into it. Let's talk about you. Let's see what you need to know right now. Let's see why you need to know. Okay, we have the Four Cups. Knight of Wands. Are you uncertain about something, Sagittarius? The Four of Pentacles. There's a lot of thinking, a lot of holding back here, a lot of going back and forth. The Knight of Swords. The Tower. All right, well, let's see what's going on. What you need to know right now. Well, let's see what this Knight of Wands is, or something that's about to make you think. It's going to get you all up in your head. What's the Knight of Wands? What's coming towards Sag? What's about to... What's this energy? What is this? Maybe it already came towards you, but we're going to find out just so I understand. The Empress. The Hanged Man. You're about to get asked out, Sagittarius. You're going to get asked out. Someone's been holding back here. They've been thinking a lot about you. Four Pentacles, Four Swords, the King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or it could be someone emotionally unavailable. Yeah. Someone's about to come and ask you out. Okay. And with the Knight of Wands here and the Four of Wands, you're going back and forth. Okay, then what does Sag need to know about that? So either what you need to know is this person's about to ask you out, or you need to know something about why you're going back and forth. So if someone's asked you, oh yeah, you're about to get asked out, baby. And if you haven't asked out, why are you going back and forth? Let's understand. So what does Sag need to know about this? Let's understand. What's the message here for Sagittarius? I mean, maybe they get asked out every day. Queen of Cups, King of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Quite a few people in this reading. There's the Nine of Pentacles. They want you to think about this first. The Five of Swords, the Three of Swords. Are you ready? I'm not sure if this is a person from the past, but there is healing that needs to take place. There's the Tower and the Knight of Wands and the Lovers. You're not sure if you're ready. Does Sag know who this person is? Is this a person from the past coming back, or is it someone new? Does Sag know who this is? Let's find out. The World. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, you do. It was someone who was selfish. Someone who did not give to your... Well, some of you are going to be happy right now. Some of you are going to be pissed off. Some of you are going to leave comments and say, I'm so sick of tarot readers telling us that somebody is coming back. You know what? It does happen. And in this particular reading, it's happening. This person's been watching you, spying on you, keeping an eye on you. They never stop, Sag. It is someone that you had an ending with. And with that Six of Pentacles, I always take that as someone that was selfish. It was not an equal give and take, right? Like, you might have felt strung along or just felt like they weren't putting in the effort, so you just let that go. They might have been inconsistent or unreliable with the Knight of Wands, or this may be someone who comes in and out of your life frequently. Could be a little toxic, or just very strong physical attraction, or they're just a Capricorn. Oh. There's another message here. Could be very specific, but Sag, this might be someone who's eternally unemployed and they can't keep a job. They can't take care of themselves. They're not responsible yet with their career, their finances, their, adulting. So you let it go, right? You don't want to be homeless. You don't want someone who can't take care of themselves or take care of themselves financially. There's an instability there financial-wise. That could have been part of that problem. They just don't want to work, or they don't want to make money, or maybe they have no goals and you have goals. So there could have been an issue with that as well for some of you. But that's who it is. That's coming back. They're coming to ask you out. That's what you need to know right now. All right. So I was going to say, what do you suggest, recommend? We already know how you feel about it because we already discussed that. So what do you, let's just see what comes out. I don't have a question, okay, Sag? I'm just going to see what they're going to show us here. The Star is in reverse. The Eight of Cups is here. The Nine of Swords. The Sun. They don't want you to get stuck on this for too long, make a decision. If you haven't let go of the past, then move forward. If you have let go of the past, then move forward. But if you can't let go of the past, then be at peace with that. That's the message here. The Knight of Swords and the Hermit. If you're gonna, So if you're still, like, this is like keeping something in. So it's like, I'm really pissed off about the way that you treated me, but yeah, let's go out for dinner. That's gonna eventually, like, eat you alive, right? You gotta say something, you gotta do something. You can't just, like, move forward and not let go of the past. You can't keep that in. That's the message here. Don't overthink it. Don't think for too long, but just trust and know yourself. Can you trust this person? Is there a chance here, or are you still going to be mad about the past? And that's the message here. What are their intentions then? They're coming back here. They maybe didn't treat Sag the best. What are their intentions? What do they want? What do they plan on it? Yeah. What are their intentions? The Devil's in reverse. Two of Swords. And this, okay, I thought I picked my deck up upside down, which is a stupid thing because I've been reading this whole time, but it's just a reaction when I see a couple of reversals. Devil in reverse. They want this to work. They've been giving you a lot of attention. You like, in their head a lot, Sag. They've like, it's like I feel like this person has literally thought of every scenario, every conversation, everything they could say. But they don't know if they've changed. They really want your attention. They really want this to work with you, but this is someone who doesn't know if they can change. Let's say it's the job issue. Maybe they don't want to work. Maybe they don't want to make any money. Maybe they just want to, I don't know, whatever, find money other ways. I don't know. But some people just don't want to work. They don't want to have money for themselves. They don't have goals. Everybody's different. There's no right or wrong. Let's say you're goal-oriented. You want money, you want a house. You know, maybe they're just good living in a trailer, doing van life, different lifestyles. So I don't want to be judgmental or whatever, but if that's the case, they don't know if they've changed. And so you need to acknowledge and understand there could be a lifestyle difference there. And if that's not the issue, whatever the issue was, it's the same thing. They don't know if they've changed. So it's like they want you, and they don't really want to change either. I don't know if that's going to work, Sag. The suggestion that you stay single here while you decide how it is that you feel. Do you want the relationship? Do you want to stay single? They want the relationship, the challenge, the barrier, whatever it was, it's not gone. But they're at a crossroads about it, which recognizes and shows that they acknowledge that there's an issue there. That's usually when change begins, but they have to want to change. What they know right now is they just want you, but they don't know if they can change. So then what do you suggest, advise, or recommend for Sagittarius when it comes to this person coming through? What do you recommend? Let's find out. Let's find out, Sag. I forgot my intro. I'm getting really bad at that. Sag, sorry guys. So for those of you that are new, my name is Robin. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are returning, welcome in. Thank you for your continued support. I appreciate that. Okay, Justice, Four of Pentacles. Be at peace with the decision that you've made. Justice in the Four of Pentacles is kind of like, until you make the decision, don't really say anything to that person. Don't say yay or nay. You know, there is an element of, what's under that? If you don't trust them, there's nothing there, Sag. If you trust the person, then you can move forward. But if you don't trust them, there's nothing there, and they want you to be honest about that. Be honest about how you feel about that. If you can trust them, right? If it's like, that's the message. The Judgment in reverse. If you can't let go of the past, there's nothing left here. Don't even waste your time. Page of Wands, the Two of Wands. Yeah, so that's the advice, is to be honest, really be honest about how it is you feel. The issue's not fully resolved, but they're actually aware of it. But you got to be honest with yourself about whether you can trust this person or whether you want that lifestyle. So Sag, let's grab some oracles, see what they want to say. We'll get back into the tarot and we'll see what else you need to know, what else comes through, what other messages are meant to find you today. So then what do you need to surrender to when it comes to this choice, this decision? We have two. Surrender your fear. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. Surrender to joy. So a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling. During both the hard and the easy times, keep surrendering to more joy. Give me just a uno momento. I shall grab my oracles for the lovers. They're down here. Hold on, Sag. I have returned. Okay, give me a sec. Scooch on up. Okay, let's see what they're not saying that they want to say, that they should, that they shouldn't, that they could, that they couldn't, that they want, that they wanted to. Let's just find out what is the hidden truth. What are they not saying that they need to say, or Sag at least needs to hear? We're gonna put this, guys. Okay, we'll put them there. You were right. Those are good words. Music to your ears, Sagittarius. Music to your ears. No one understands me but you. I don't know who I am anymore. A little confusion, a little uncertainty. Feeling a little lost. All right, what's the caring connection here, Sag? Soul. Your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust in the process. And there was one more here, so let's just see. We have yin yang. We have a little bit of twin flame energy. So like the yin-yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. Those are very tumultuous relationships. We really learn a lot what I just do. We really learn a lot about each other, about yourselves too. Five of Swords, Justice, and the Devil. I think there's an ultimatum. Maybe it's not, you might not place it as an ultimatum, but it might be in your mind. This is ultimatum energy. I don't know why, maybe that's why I don't know if they were in this order anymore, but whatever. This is ultimatum energy. This is a kind of an energy where you're going to be, if that toxic behavior is gone, if they got a job now, they've worked at that job for 3 or 4 months, they're not getting fired, they stop, whatever it was, you'll consider this. But if that is still there, the message here is that just walk away. You won't be happy. But I actually feel like you're kind of saying that to this person. You're not saying this to this person, you're keeping it to yourself, but you're watching for that action. You're watching. So what I see you is giving them a consideration. You're not like slamming the door in their face, but you're looking for that. If those actions, those behaviors, those bad patterns, those things trickle back in here, you'll be walking away from this. As I'm saying that, you'll be walking away from this person. So cross watcher, if you want your Saggy back, you're gonna have to get your shit together. They'll consider you, but only if you got your shit together. There's the Three of Pentacles, Sag. Okay, so that's what I see, that's what I got. And they don't want to do a potential outcome because it's going to really depend on that person and their actions, so I can't give you one. So the message here is to look back and learn from the past. Don't hold on to it, learn from it. But if it's the same thing, if they're doing the same thing, if there's zero change there, you know your answer. But if there is, you got to let it go. So that's what I see, that's what I got, that's what you need to know, Sag. This person's coming back into your life. This is your reading, you'll consider it, but if it's the same old shit, you won't consider it, you'll walk away really fast. They're on a very short leash. That's what I got, that's what's up, that's what's going down. So Sag, so if you enjoyed your reading, as always, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe. It does help my channel, helps it to grow, helps it get out there. Thank you for your continued support, Sag. And let's close your reading off with your yes or no question. Yes or no? What's the answer for Sag? Are you ready? The answer is certainly. Sag, I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.